a lot of camping, a little camping with a friend, Lisa, which is why I'm talking now, because I don't like talking around other people, so I don't know how much I'm going to chat. I met Lisa on my very first Bruce Trail thru hike attempt. We met, we were both going to Hope Bay Campground, and I met her about halfway through that day. And then we continued to meet up for a couple hikes after that, but I haven't seen her since because Lisa lives in Ottawa, and that's kind of far. So we're going camping at Frontenac Provincial Park. I have never been to Frontenac because it's a 4-hour drive from home. And I'm going to be there fairly soon, not without this morning's or this last couple weeks' difficulties. So if I have the freedom to rant for a few minutes, I'm going to. The last few days has been extremely stressful. I have been helping Ryan work on our camper van because it had some pretty serious body work that needed to be done and painting, and it took us a long time. Him more than me. He worked on it basically non-stop for 2 days, but between that, meaning while I was working on the van with him, I wasn't really able to work at my actual job very much. So the last few days I've been a little bit absent. So work has been kind of piling up. This is probably the worst time for me to go on some sort of camping trip for a few days, but I don't know, didn't want to pass up the opportunity. Also, one of the beauties of being self-employed is that I can make these decisions on the fly whenever I fucking feel like it. But it's been hard. Work has been stressful. The van work has been stressful. Trying to get my shit together just for this trip has been uber stressful. In fact, last night it was determined that my Sawyer Squeeze water filter is fucked. Much to my surprise. I used that water filter on my first Bruce Trail thru hike attempt, fall of 2021. I used the very same filter when I did the Bruce Trail again in spring of 2022, and then I used that same filter fall of 2022. So, and it worked fine when I used it just this past October, which was, I don't know, it's April. Was that 5 months ago? I don't know. The point is, it is pooched, and I didn't know it was pooched until last night, because that's the kind of idiot that I am. I don't have any backup water filters. I have my very, very old MSR pump filters, but I have 2 or 3 of them, and they're all in states of in need of repair. None of them are working. They're all missing parts that I don't have for them. On top of the fact that they're massive and heavy anyway. But Ryan has one of those, I don't know what they're called, this little MSR squeezy, I don't know what it is. It's pretty small and light, so I asked him if I could use that. We pulled it out of the basement, and sure enough, that one was pooched also, and it had never even been used. I think we probably used it just to try it out when he first got it, but that was probably 2 years ago. So that one is solidified. So my only other option here, my backup to backup option, is boiling and treating with tablets, chemical tablets. So that's how I'm going to make my water this weekend. I'm going to boil it and or use purification tablets. I don't love those options. Neither of them make the water taste very good, and you still end up with lots of debris and flotsam in your water. But I know that it will be safe. I just I'm not really keen on it. And the reason why I had no way of getting a new filter is because, first of all, they don't sell Sawyer Squeezes around here. I ordered mine on Amazon. I don't know where else you get them. I haven't seen them. Mech only just recently started carrying the Catadine Be Free, but it's not in the store that's near me. Furthermore, I left this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I just keep looking down to check terrible night. I don't do well when I have to get up early in the morning, and because I was rushing around last night at 10:30, packing my shit up, I think we went to bed at 11. The last time I looked at my clock, I was still not asleep, and it was almost midnight. It was a bad night, and because I left at 5 o'clock in the morning, I had no opportunity to even stop at a store that may or may not sell water filters. All the outdoor stores, there's not. We don't have a ton of them. And I went through downtown Toronto at about 6 o'clock in the morning, so there's no filters, there's no stores. Sorry, not downtown Toronto, on the 401. Point is, I did pass a bunch of stores, but nothing was open. And just a few minutes ago, I stopped for gas, and there was a Walmart there and a Canadian Tire, and I went into both stores, even though I'm late to meet Lisa. I went into both stores. They didn't have anything. All they had was a life straw, but that's not really going to serve me. So anyway, I have resigned myself to chemical treatment and boiling. But aside from all that, I feel pretty sick this morning. Have not eaten anything, and I've only had maybe half a cup of coffee, which is fucking unusual for me, but I just can't really stomach anything. I feel sick. I've got this massive throbbing headache. Coffee would help, but I can't seem to drink any coffee. And all of that yuckiness is a result of lack of sleep, because I get these nasty lack of sleep hangovers. I don't know how else to explain it other than it feels like a fucking hangover. So I'm eager to kind of get moving, just get there, see Lisa. It'll be nice to see her, and you know, nice to have a friend to hang out with. And I have Penny. I don't know if you can see her. I can't. The screen's got off. Oh, she's back there. She's sleeping. But it'd be nice to have Penny with me too. Weather should be nice. It's only 2 nights, 3 days. If I don't talk on the camera, I will certainly take a shit ton of footage of trees. Yeah. Bye. It's not just a treasure box, it's a treasure hut.